Welcome back everyone. Today I'll be analyzing the bar routine and skills of Olympic all-around champion Gabby Douglas. Gabby was the first American gymnast to win the Olympic all-around gold and the United States team gold in the same Olympics. I remember Gabby being a very dynamic gymnast, but after doing the analysis on her bar routine, I realized I'd forgotten just how dynamic and great of a gymnast she was. Her release moves on bars are explosive, and her technique and her stalter work and L-grip giant work are done with ease and great execution. What stands out to me about Gabby is how physically strong she is. She moves her body through her skills with very little effort. In that way, she reminds me of Simone Biles, and I believe they are both uniquely physically strong, and it shows in how they present all of their gymnastics. Let's get started with the analysis. She starts on the high bar with a kip hop change. We can see what's going on in the skill with a side-by-side with world champion Chi Chuan as they create a moment of weightlessness that gives them the time to change their grip from regular grip to reverse grip in the middle of the kip cast handstand. It's done very fast with no rhythm interruption. Very nice. She then moves into her front giant full pirouette into an L grip handstand. Just to give more insight, this is the position her wrists and shoulders are in. Her hands are turned around 180 degrees, and her hands are closer together because she's much more flexible than I am, but this is the L grip. In this side-by-side with Olympic champion Nastya Liukin, they both post on their one arm with a very open shoulder angle and finish in a nice vertical handstand. They're also both looking at the bar with their wrist rolled on top of the bar to push down and support their L grip handstand. Now she does an endo stalter with an L grip, which makes it much more difficult to hang onto the bar and requires a lot of wrist flexibility. Here's a side-by-side with Nastya Liukin doing the L grip endo. There's actually a big difference in their technique here. Nastya gets into a very deep compression in her endo, where Gabby does more of a toe-on soul circle without touching her feet on the bars. They both have very good swing out of their L grip endos and make it look easy. Gabby does a comfortable half pirouette out of her L grip endo. Now Gabby goes into an extremely high pike Tkachev or reverse hecht. We see a slight leg separation, but then she gets extremely good height. The second half of the Tkachev counter rotates very slow, but because she's so high, by the time she catches the bar, her body has the time to counter rotate back to the bar comfortably. It's really a big reverse hecht. We can see in the side-by-side with Jordan Childs, they are both in very tight pike positions, but Jordan's counter rotation is much more than Gabby at this point. Jordan is not in the air as long, but when she catches the bar, she has rotated comfortably back to the bar. Because Gabby has so much height and air time, even though she counter-rotates slower than Jordan, this allows her to catch the bar about the same angle Jordan catches. Let's look at that height again. Very nice, and she was very consistent with this pike Tkachev. Now she moves into a kip cast handstand half pirouette. She's a bit past vertical on this half pirouette. She enters her straddle stalter uniquely late, and that creates a lot of power but still reaches compression and flies up nicely to a vertical handstand. And now again, a uniquely late entry into her Inbar stalter full pirouette. She does this like a soul circle toe on, but her toes never touch the bar. This creates a very large circle in her Inbar stalter and creates a lot of swing into her full pirouette. Well done. Look closely again in the side-by-side with Svetlana Korkina how different their compression is at the bottom of their stalter swing. That's a really big difference in their technique, but they both do their stalter work very easily. Now Gabby throws into another uniquely high release. This time a straddle Tkachev or reverse hecht right into a pack salto to the low bar or a layout back flip from the high bar to the low bar. It's so cool to see such good height. In this side-by-side with Olympic champion Shannon Miller, they're both very clean, but we can really see the difference in their height. The counter rotation rotates slow again, but with extra time in the air, she has no problem catching the bar. Another unique characteristic, out of a very high Tkachev, she finds a way to kill the swing into her pack salto, which gives her better control in her layout flip to the low bar. This allows her a much cleaner and controlled glide kip. Now into a kip cast handstand half pirouette, a little bit over in this handstand, but very clean. Now into another side-by-side with Nastya Liukin doing a straddled stalter reverse hecht to the high bar. Nastya is known for a deep compression and nice flexibility in her stalter work, but they both show very little turnover as they throw the bar behind them and catch the high bar comfortably. Nice flexibility as they grab the high bar. Now, kip cast handstand to a tight vertical handstand. Here's another late entry into her Inbar stalter. She does bend her arms quite a bit here, and I noticed this became a habit, but she had plenty of power in her stalter work to easily keep her arms straight through the entire skill. Now she cranks a very powerful giant getting set up for her dismount. She kicks her toes and legs over more than the average giant swing to create more speed and power before doing her double layout. She lets go a bit early and throws her chest back very hard, but she has to pike down a little bit to help her flip rotation. She does, however, land very high. In this side-by-side with Olympic bar champion Kaylee Namor, we can see how piking down so early changes the look of the entire skill. However, they both land very high. Gabby Douglas actually attempted a comeback. This double layout was done in 2024, and it's actually technically much better than when she did this in the past. She keeps arched or stretched through the entire skill until she lands. Also in 2024, she did a full pirouette to L grip giant, immediately hop into another full pirouette to an L-grip giant, into a very clean and comfortable pike front recatch out of her L-grip giants. It was a very nice upgrade in her difficulty. Although she was doing some great gymnastics in her comeback, ultimately consistency was her biggest challenge and she suffered many missed skills and breaks in competition. It just seemed like her timing was off. These dynamics led her to withdraw from competition, ending her pursuit of making her third Olympic team. Although it didn't work out for her in 2024 to come back and make another Olympic team, I believe when she looks back at her career and her comeback, she'll never have to ask herself, what if? What if she would have tried to make another Olympic team? Now she'll always know the answer. Even if that answer is no, she won't be haunted by that very disturbing question, what if I would have tried? With that said, there's a rumor she's still shooting to make the 2028 Olympic team, so we'll have to see what else Gabby Douglas accomplishes in the gymnastics world. As always, thanks for checking out my analysis, and I always hope you get some value out of it. Feel free to like and subscribe, as this will notify you when I release videos like this, and leave any thoughts you might have in the comments. Thanks again, and until next time, rock on!